Hey YouTube, it's Cape Cod Cuda. A friend of mine picked this 1993 Jeep Wrangler YJ up. It's got the 4.0 liter, 4.0 liter high output straight six in it with the automatic transmission. It is four-wheel drive. Paid $1,500 for it. Found it on Craigslist. When we were there, the guy's phone was ringing off the hook while we were looking at the truck, and the guy pulled up with another guy, and they came to look at it while we were looking at it. I got on the ground and was looking at the frame of it, and the frame looked good to me, so I told my buddy, yeah, I gave him the nod. He was giving me the thumbs up. He said, thumbs up, thumbs up. I said, yeah. So he got it for $1,500. It does have some rust here and there, but they all do. Runs and drives really nice. He drove home 65 miles an hour all the way home. No problem at all. He's already gone 4x4 with it a few times. Oh, and I just noticed he scratched his door, and I'm going to the bottom of the truck, so I'm going to point that out to him. Put a nice gouge in the side of the truck. The windshield frame is rotted. They sell that frame on eBay for like $100. You can buy. He's got a cracked windshield. They sell the windshield with the window and all the gaskets for a little over $200. So he's gonna do that. And let's see. There's some rust here and there on the truck. Bottom of the door, right there. Right here, the weather stripping had went, and that's why water went down and rotted out the door. He's got the hardtop, brand new carpet for it, and he's got the soft top. There's a soft top right there, more of a carpet. The soft top, the windows are really clean. A little dirty, but they're clean. He's got the spare tire cover is a little torn up. He got an extra oil pan with it. The oil pan has some rust on the bottom of it, so that came with the truck though, the extra oil pan. You see the driver's tail light always gets broken because when you put in fuel, the pump will shut off, so you got to twist it around and it hits the light and breaks the light. So I'll continue to do a walk around on it before I show you the interior. There's the 4.0 liter high output. I guess this is an antenna whip bracket. Nice top. He took the top off because he never seen one with the top off, so he wanted to take the top off. This is the first Jeep he ever owned. He's always wanted one. $1,500 he was able to get one. Step away so you can see this side. It was dirtier than it is now. He has washed it. It was sitting under trees. It was kind of neglected. A family owned it. Brother gave it to his other brother, and his other brother didn't maintain it too good and let it sit and under some trees, so it had a lot of mold on the outside of the body. The up here had a lot of leaves and pine needle stuff inside of it, and that's what rotted all that out. A lot of leaves and stuff was on the truck when we went and looked at it. Again, like I said, it was kind of moldy looking. It has these rims on it. It has 4 of those rims. One of them it's the 15-inch steel wheels. One of the rims is right here, and then he's got this spare on it. Tires are junk. Drove home on this tire. He's like, it don't scare me. I'll show you the frame before we go inside. As you can see, some of the bushings are dry rotted and cracked. Everything's kind of rusty looking, but the frame's pretty solid. Some scaling here and there, but I didn't see any cracks. And that's what I was looking for, any rust through or cracks on the frame. Gotta be careful with how I hold this camera. It shuts the video off sometimes. The frame's nice. Then I'll show you underneath. The floors are pretty nice too. The frame, body bushing's kind of burnt out, cracked. But the frame is nice. And that's what I did as I climbed under and looked at the frame. That's what I was concerned about. We have a Jeep guy down here in Daytona, Florida, Holly Hill or something like that, and he takes Jeeps apart. He sells tubs for $600 with clean titles and stuff like that. So, the frame is nice. That's why I gave him the thumbs up on it. Body had very little rust on it. No trailer hitch. Yeah, it sucked. Those other guys showed up because we got there maybe a couple of minutes before they showed up, so we didn't really get to look at it that good. And then we kind of had to make a hasty decision. So I was on the ground looking at the frame the whole time. Those other guys were walking up the driveway, and I was like, yeah. My buddy was like standing right beside the owner and with his thumbs up. And I was shaking my head, yeah. So my buddy said, I'll take it. As the other guys walked up to it. They had brought a battery and gas with them. So look at it. The battery had died. The guy had said he had started it. He would drive around the block and back in and out of his driveway with it, that it ran. He wasn't too sure how good it ran, and my buddy drove it home. Then he called the guy. I made it home. Drove about 40 miles home. Then he called the guy. I made it home. Thank you for selling me a nice truck. There's the floors. The floors were covered with leaves and stuff like that. The carpet was out of it. And the interior was really nasty. The door handles were all moldy and stuff like that. He hasn't cleaned the seats yet, but they'll clean up. Got a slight rip there. And the Jeep seats. Steering wheel's nasty. Gotta find a new steering wheel. It's all melted and stuff. It's got 135,000 miles on it. All the gauges work. All the lights work inside. The tail lights work when he steps on the brake and when he puts it in reverse, but as he's driving down the road, the lights weren't coming on for some reason. He took the carpet off the sides here, the tub. This was bare floor when he got it, covered in leaves and branches and stuff like that. He vacuumed it out and scrubbed it out with the brush today. The floors are really clean. Let's get the full roll bar. This is a $1,500 Jeep. This Jeep probably should have been $35, $4 grand, you know. It really does run really nice. Smooth as could be. When he cleaned the floor, there was rust here. It wasn't punched through the floor, and he ended up knocking it through. When he cleaned the floor, he wanted to see set. There's some leaves right there. Factory radio. That's the floor shift. The automatic, which I think is cool. The automatic's cool. I think if I got one, I'd want one with the automatic. Wow, he knocked that rust out right there too. Yeah, the frame's junk. The window frame. I'll show you all the seats. I mean, the floor is nice. There's that one hole right there. He's got the keys in the house, I guess. The headlights work when you put the high beams on, but they didn't work with low beams on. I'm going to put you down right here as I open the hood. He hasn't cleaned the engine bay yet, but you can see the firewall is rust free. So isn't the hood. The hood is clean. It's got some dirt on it. It's got some oil on it, but it's clean. This is probably the combination I'd want if I got a Jeep with the straight 6, 4.0 liter high output and the automatic. This is a 4x4. This is probably how I'd want it. It doesn't have AC. He thought it might have had AC because it had this mount, but I don't see any AC stuff on the firewall, and there's no AC unit under the dash, so I don't think it came with AC. It's got some rust on the fender here. The rest of the fenders look pretty good. This fender on this side has a dent in it. I'm not sure. It looks like you could take this off and replace it, but we haven't seen that part separate anywhere. I told him we could probably pop that out. He's been 4x4ing in the woods with no trails, so he's been riding right through the trees and branches and cutting through stuff. And I'm going to tell him he put a nice dent in his truck today. A nice scrape right down the side. 'Cause he went twice yesterday and he went again today with his next door neighbor. And I'm going to tell him about it because he said, oh, I'm going to stop doing that because I told him he had dented it yesterday. And he's like, he jumped out, oh no, no, and he looked. I was playing around with him. Well, now he did. The belt looks good on there. It came with, I think, an extra belt and an oil filter. And a brand new belt and an oil filter. Came with brand new carpet. He put the soft top on it already. He's missing these little corner pieces that go right here on both sides. He has this one that goes right here, and he has here's a two-piece that goes up here. There was no battery in the truck when he got it, and the guy took the battery out of his Honda and gave it to him. Cape Cod Cuda signing out. Thanks for watching.